Hi everyone, and welcome back to the shed. It's been a little while since we were with you, and we just wanted to bring you another special video today. And this video is inspired once more by a gift. We had a video inspired by a gift 2 months ago when we did the video based on dragons, after that wonderful beadwork dragon that we were given by Rachel. And today we've had a gift from Dorothy, and here's the parcel that has arrived all the way from Canada, and I'll be showing you what's in there. But the gift contents, some of those gifts have inspired today's video because there's some beautiful glass in there that I'll be showing you later in the video. Of course, I'm a bit dressed up today. I'm all wrapped up in my scarf and my coat because down here in the shed is a little chilly because we're getting almost into November. In fact, it is the season of Halloween. So all those who are celebrating the occasion and having their parties, we wish you well. And we've received a gift. We've received a lovely card. And that beautiful card was made by Lynn, and she sent that down from Yorkshire. Wonderful couple up there, Lynn and Graham, and we've been out with them. And in fact, in this video today, there's a bit of footage that Lynn is in as well because it links into the theme of today. So what's it all about? Well, as I say, it's about glass, and we've got a fair bit of glass here in the shed, all sorts, you know, and we've seen a lot of beautiful glass over our time, and we've collected some. I remember some 25 years ago picking up our first piece of glass from a brocante in France, which we still have on display up at the house. And there are some beautiful pieces around here in the shed. Some of the best glass probably in the world comes from Italy, of Murano glass. And we saw some of that glass when we were over on our trip to Venice. And you can see some of that here. What amazing glass they make as we were walking up to the Rialto Bridge and looking in the shop windows. But of course, in our line of things, rummaging around, checking out beaches and dumps and the rest, we are more likely to come alongside stuff not quite as grand or as valuable as that. In fact, most of what we find, if not all of what we find, has no value if you wanted to put it in a shop, unless you were to do a lot of work with it. But it means a lot to us. Of course, one of the things we find a lot of is sea glass. Now, I've got a drawer here that is full of bits and pieces of sea and river glass that we've picked up over the time. And of course, finding sea glass is always a joy because it's just special. You see the colour glinting amongst the pebbles. And I'll just share a little bit with you of the footage of one or two of our finds and trips there on the beaches, and see if it jogs a few memories for one or two.
Right, let's have a look here for some sea glass. A little bit there. Oh, and there. No, that's quite sharp. There. Oh, there's another piece. No, that's not smooth enough. Oh, there's another piece. Now we've got some brown there, but that's not quite smooth enough either. Have that. There's a piece. Is it? No, it's not. It's pretending to be sea glass. And more there. Oh, that's pretending to be a pipe. It's a tap handle, or a bit of one. Ooh, slippery. Look at that. Just in one area. Another lump of green. Oh, clear there. There's that piece, and that's not very interesting. Oh, that's smooth, that's smooth. Oh, there's a tiny piece of pottery with a blue line, and a tiny piece of pink pottery. Have a little look here. No, not smooth enough for me. And another piece of pottery.
Right, as I say, got my jacket on, feeling a little bit better with that on, but what a difference. Coming down from the flat sands and the shale there at Camden Sands and Rye to being here amongst stuff. Look at that colour green. Now you didn't see, I know we got a couple of green stones over there, but we didn't get that colour green. And when it comes to sea glass, they don't get much chunkier than that.
Look at that.
That is one lump.
Very nice.
And it's a nice little piece.
Oh, very petite.
So as promised, folks, we're finding some bits and pieces.
I think it's happened again. I saw a piece of glass and then looked and I could see more and more. There's a piece I saw, which isn't actually glass. So that was useless. There's a piece of white stone, but then we got this bit of green, a bit of white, another bit of white, little sharp bits, and then here we got the bottom of a little bottle, another bit of white, that's sharp, smooth, bit of aqua. So look at that. What did that take us? Less than a minute in one area. I found a heart-shaped stone again. Oh yes, look at that. I do love finding heart-shaped stones. Ooh, look at. Oh, what have you found, Mr. Johnson?
I found this bit of stone. At first I thought it was cement.
Right.
You see, with a bit of stone, but it's not, is it? That's like a flint running through there.
Just a minute. There we go. Putting my heart-shaped stone in my bag and the camera's wobbling.
What caught my eye was this the shaped pattern to the top. Just look pretty on the ground, you know. It caught my eye.
Very nice.
And of course I have
More sea glass. We have got a lot of sea glass today.
Sea glass. Ooh. I have found an unusual brick.
Oh, an unusual brick.
Yes.
Oh, that's got 2 for 6, 8, 10 holes in.
Right, that's not what's unusual.
Right.
It's yellow, which makes it less usual. But what's interesting is normally with these holes, they go all the way through.
Right.
They don't.
So
Hence,
oh no, we can't
on
see
the
you.
other side,
Oh,
we
cliff.
have a company name, and that I think makes this a very interesting brick.
It is. That's a really nice find.
And I am stood on a really nice find.
Oh, right.
Which I shan't be taking home with me.
What have you found? Oh,
A rather
look at that.
large riveted what would it have been? Water tank, perhaps?
It looks like it could be, yeah.
Sort of big tank you found in the
Oh,
attic. Of
that
the
is
building.
huge, isn't it? You stand back on it again, just for us to get another look at how big it is.
Give you a proportion with my big feet.
There you go.
On this big lump of metal.
Phil's big feet on a lump of metal.
I love the row of copper rivets there. Gorgeous.
Oh, and look at the size on that piece of water sea glass there. That's nice.
I tell you what, looking at scrap metal, unusual bricks, beautiful sea glass. But look at that stone.
Oh, let's turn around and have a look.
Isn't that lovely?
Oh,
I
that
know
is
we've got quite a
very
few rock
pretty.
hounds out there who really appreciate the
Look
stones.
at that. Oh, see if I can get my camera. There we go.
There you
Haven't
go.
got
Look at the colours in that as the sun gets it. Isn't that lovely?
Absolutely stunning, that one. Have you found more sea glass, Mr.
I
Johnson?
have indeed.
Ooh, let's
have
have a look.
indeed.
Oh, another good handful there.
Some little bits of plain china, just for my games, but
Yeah.
some bits and pieces.
Very nice, very nice.
There we go.
Well done.
Quite a sea glass day, I would say.
I would say yes.
Well, there were a few trips that perhaps you remember being on with us and finding that sea glass as we search, and always a joy, from the smallest pieces to the largest pieces, and wonderful to see the workmanship of nature as just rolling back and forth on the beach, swept by the sea for decades and sometimes longer. You find these pieces that have just been jewels created from our rubbish by nature's miraculous power, and that is always a joy. But today, as I say, the inspiration comes from this little box and its contents, and I'm going to share those with you now, because there are a few items in here. Now, it's not all glass, but all of these items are linked to Dorothy's grandmother. Dorothy's grandmother, she told me in an email, had a property. In the 1800s, that property was a general store and the family lived above. Eventually, her grandmother converted the store into a large living room with storerooms and workshops behind. And then it went out of the family, but certain little bits and pieces have remained. And thank you so much, Dorothy, for your kindness in sending some of them to us. Now, this is not glass, but isn't this beautiful? It's a small letter opener and page turner, and it is the pattern on that and the feel of that is absolutely stunning. You can tell that's been used 1,000, 10,000, maybe more times over the years, and it's got that lovely sense of history and beauty. An item that is beautiful but practical, and something I would love to use. So that was in there, and there were also some buttons and coins. Here they are. I just took them out on my hand, and then I can show them to you there on the camera. We've got some buttons, as I say. There's a beautiful button there, and there's some smaller buttons as well. Beautiful reflection on those, and these lovely coins, which appear to be Chinese, and again they've got such a gorgeous pattern to them. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of those coins, and they are absolutely lovely as well. But of course, the treasure that has inspired this video today are the items of glass. Now, the first thing I want to show you is what appears to be an eye bath. Look at that. Now, isn't that gorgeous? Isn't that absolutely stunning? Look at the colour on that. You can see a small bubble just there in the corner, and those bubbles are beautiful because they just add a unique sense of individuality, and they show the age, because in all honesty, this is an old piece of glass, but it's like new. Absolutely gorgeous. That is fantastic. And let's have a look what else we've got in here. Now, staying with the green, here we go, but a different shade of green. Look at that. Again, you see there the just on the top there, you can see the bubbles in the glass, all revealing its age. And without those indications, this is so sharp and clear. You'd never believe the age on this glass, but it is absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And if I put the two together, you can see the difference in shade on the two greens there. Isn't that gorgeous? Oh, I tell you, we were so thrilled when we opened this. And then we come to this piece of glass, which is stunning. Look at that. Blue glass. For most people, the favourite coloured glass to find. And that little dish. And see, it's been pinched. It's not round, it's been made and then while warm been pinched to the top, so it has a pouring effect either side. But I just think that is just unbelievable. Stepped at the bottom, obviously almost circular when made, and then pinched to create that beautiful pouring action as well as being a small dish. And that is stunning. And it's those beautiful gifts from Dorothy. Thank you so much, Dorothy. They are just so precious and we will treasure them, and I'm going to find a special place to put them on display amongst my collection. But it's those pieces that I've inspired today, because as well as finding the bits of sea glass, we love to find the coloured pieces. The colour of glass is always amazing. As you can see here, here's a few items that we've picked up along the way which have got that little bit of specialness because of their colour, and one piece that got Caroline really excited.
Oh, what's that yellow? All of that is not ridged pottery, it's ridged glass. It's like a yellow glass with a covering of white ridged glass on the outside. And another piece of just plain sea glass. And bricks. And more bricks.
And more bricks.
And more bricks as far as the eye can see. Whoa, look at the size on that. I wonder what that was off. It's glass. It's ridged. Still no ridged pottery, but that's the second piece of ridged glass. Let's have a look for the sunshine. You're not seeing through that. Ooh, I wonder what that was. Do you have any ideas? Have you seen anything this thick, this black? Let me know. Ah, now there's something red. What's that? Oh, what a shame. Look, it's just the bottom of something. That would have been beautiful cranberry glass had it been whole, but it's not. I've seen something that it's glass and it's a colour. I'm not building my hopes up. One of my dream finds is a glass rod. Now there's some, oh, it's gone. Something under there. There it is. Oh, look at that. Oh, even with my dyed hands that stained from my gloves, you can see it's a red piece of glass rod. Oh, look at that. That is so exciting. Is it red or orange? I can't tell. It's a piece of white there. Let's put it over the top. It's orange. Oh, that is so wonderful. That has got to be my prize find of the month. I'm so excited. And just to seal my find, look at you. It's a glass bottle stopper. Oh, I've found so many wonderful things today. Oh, I can't stop looking. You'll have to go home at some point, but I'm in no rush. What a wonderful day. Oh, look at that. I'm going to be going on about that for months. A glass rod and an orange glass rod.
Yes, Caroline, she loves to find those little glass rods, but when she found that piece of amber glass rod, it was, for her, one of her favourite finds of all time, because she loved the colour and she loved what it was and its history. But of course, the vast majority of the glass we pick up, as you can tell from the shelves here in the shed, it's bottles, it's jars and the such like. Some plain, some some coloured, some with beautiful script on them, but everyone a treasure as we search through the undergrowth. And sometimes we discover them in a pile, and sometimes we search a little further.
Well, Phil just called me to show me something, but before I get it, I got to stop and look at this. Oh, a good start to the day. Look at that. Oh, isn't that so pretty? I really like that. Oh, and what have you found, Phil? Oh,
3 and 30 seconds.
brilliant.
That one there has some words on it on the side and on the other side.
Hose sauce.
I don't think this one has any writing, but it's rather cute.
Oh, it is very nice. Nice colour. Here's the sunshine there, and
Tablespoons.
oh, a tablespoon bottle.
Well,
Lovely.
that's not bad for 30
No,
seconds.
this bodes very well.
It does. Let's have a look what else we can find.
Oh, look at that.
Don't look too closely.
That's broken, is it? Oh, it's broken there, but look, it's got a little pouring lip on it.
Isn't that brilliant?
Is that unusual?
The National Telephone Co. Limited.
Oh yeah, that'd been a beauty.
Oh, that is really nice. Oh, we'll definitely take that and
I think even
see
with
if
the
we can
hole,
repair it. It's very nice.
it warrants collecting.
I
doesn't
think
it?
so. We can use it to put some water in for flowers, but don't put it further than the hole there, because flowers don't need water all the way
I
to
think
the
it's
top.
cracked all the way down actually.
Well, we'll figure out something. That is so nice. We'll keep it.
Perhaps paintbrushes.
Good idea.
There we go.
Oh, there's something round there. Do you think that's a coin? Oh, no, it's some sort of hubcap off like a pram or something, I think. A big chunk of plate. And oh, look. Look at that little tiny bottle. Wow, that is one of the smallest ones we found. I think it actually may be the smallest. Oh, and there's something green here. Is that another small bottle? Oh, it's a bottleneck. What a shame. And there's... oh, that could have been a ring, couldn't it? Made of solid gold. But it's not.
I got a new feather.
Oh, very nice.
Just found it on the floor, but there, you nearly trod on it.
Poor thing.
Max is looking after my other feather till I get back, so I can put this feather in my hat.
Oh, very stylish.
Oh yes, that was that. Look at that, folks.
Oh, wow.
Style, sophistication. We're bringing all these things to Yorkshire.
Sort of. Right, let's have a look up here, because I can see a jar. I can see lots of bits of china. Oh, there's a teapot. Well, teapot spout. And a jar. Now, that's the third jar, that shape we found. It must be something that they use a lot up here. Never seen one like it before. Right. And there's the front of... oh, look at that. I like that. It's a very delicate shoe. You see the nails on the bottom. A lady or a child, I'd say. Very nice. And we got this little bottle. Oh, there's a stopper still in the end. That's a cute one. And we've seen that jar. And this one, very white. Had something white in it. And to the side of me, I've spotted... oops, there goes Phil. Another piece of pipe stem. That's a nice brown bottle. Nothing special, but it looks pretty. And there's some jars. And more jars. And... oh, look at that. Ooh, I like that. Now that is probably too big to take back with us, but oh, I love it. It's like the back of some sort of washboard or wash unit. Oh, it's rusty to death, look, with big holes in it. But I would really like to have that in my house. What's this shoe? Oh, look! It's an amber poison bottle. How lovely. Oh, that's nice.
Yes, some interesting finds, some little bottles, tiny bottles, larger bottles, all sorts of shapes and sizes. And of course, they all now form a collection here, and many are still in boxes waiting to come out. So I've got to have a major sort out here. Perhaps you can join me for that soon, and we'll get a major sort out in the shed. I keep promising to do it. But I also mentioned earlier when I showed you that beautiful card that Lynn made for us, that Lynn will be making a cameo appearance in tonight's video. Well, here it comes, because this was a visit we took up to Yorkshire, which we've done on many an occasion, and met with a few of our friends, including Tom, who's a great mate and has been such a wonderful friend to us over the years during our video making. And on this occasion, Lynn was excavating for a piece. Now, this is the beauty of what we do. It's not all about just having the perfect piece. Sometimes it's just you appreciate the beauty that it once held. And for me on this visit, there was a piece that was special. But let me take you over now and we'll show you the piece and we'll show you the excavation that we did.
Wow, look at that. Well found, Olin. Look, it's beautiful. It's blue glass and it's in really good condition.
Except there's only
To
a
there.
third of it.
Yes. No, what a shame. That's so frustrating. Ooh, got a bit of an excavation going on here. What have you got, Lynn? Come on, you can do it. Dig, dig, dig.
It'll probably be a sauce bottle or a wine bottle.
Yes. The more work they are, usually the less successful the find we find.
It won't be a cod bottle, will it? That's definitely.
Don't think so. They could be. It's living hope.
I'd be happy just to be with someone who finds a cod bottle. That'll be the first step on the journey to finding one.
It's very long.
It is.
Can I be bothered?
You want to try sticking that underneath and levering it up?
Oh, it's got a bit of a kick up.
Oh,
Oh, it might break that.
oh, this is
Oh, it's moving.
Oh, there we go. There we go. What is it? Is it something really exciting?
Oh,
No, it's, look at that. It's not a wine bottle, but there's not one letter or picture on it. Still, it could have been. It had potential to be something really exciting.
and my glasses are steamed up now.
Oh, it was all the excitement of the dig.
It's the atmosphere in here.
I think what I'll do is I will, because of the beautiful colour to this, I will take it and have an attempt. I'll have an attempt at this with the ridges on,
Right.
as well as the little Keithley one, and perhaps if possible I'll include it in one of our Yorkshire videos as a little craft section and see how successful it is.
Right.
Or if it fails.
Well, we'd still like to see you fail.
Thank you, darling. I feel so encouraged. Well, as I mentioned there, I was hoping to make something of that busted bit of glass, and for that reason I did bring it home and we did make something of it, and I'm going to share that with you now. Hi there everyone, and welcome to the shed. I'm just going to try a little bit of craft today, and I've had this around, you'll have seen this around the shed for so long, and the decision has to be made, can I do anything with it or not? And the issue is that it's quite short on the lower part of the brake, and it's faceted, which makes it a little tricky to cut. But I'm going to give it a go, and I'm going to try it first on my standard bottle cutter that I had as a gift from my son, because I think the disc cutter just may be a little bit tricky to use on this particular piece. Because if I can make use of this, I have to admit the colour blue is amazing. So let's see how we get on. I don't know if it'll work, but it's got to be worth a try. Well, as you can see, it's clearly scored around, but there are issues. I'm trying to keep the depth. I want the maximum amount of glass. So I've gone very close to the edge there. That could prove difficult when it comes to cracking this off. Also, there's a bit of a ding on the bottom there, which is going to make issues as we hot and cold water it. But worse than that, rising from that ding, there's a crack. It runs right the way up, right through the cut line to the top. Now, if that takes the heat of the water, this could split into a dozen pieces and there'll be nothing left. But as I said, nothing ventured, nothing gained. I want to give this a go. So it's up under the cold tap, hot water treatment, and see if we can get that to break along the line. Who knows? We've got to give it a go. Okay, we're all set to have a go and see if we can get this to split. As those who've seen me do this previously on another video will know, you put the 2 rubber bands just either side, creating a seal so that you can concentrate the boiling hot water from a kettle and the cold water from the tap to give the change of temperature and hopefully get it to split around the crack. Here's where my issue comes. My big problem is that I want to go that close. So obviously I can't get this to seal as it should. We just have to see how that goes. And of course, my second big problem is that one being cracked right through. I've got a feeling that's going to let us down, because on the same principle as the hot and cold will split it this way, that's already cracked right through, so it's more likely to split it that way. But let's give it a try. Well, I'm pretty pleased with the result there. I'll just take my big goggles off now. I know it goes without saying, but I'll say it anyway. If you're working with glass or anything abrasive, make sure your eyes are protected. Whilst I'm wearing my glasses, those goggles that were a great gift to me protect much better, because there's too many spaces for things to come around the side with these. But wearing those over the top of my specs means I can see clearly and my eyes are protected. And obviously gloves, anti-cut gloves are so important as well when you're working with sharp objects. But as suspected, it didn't come off clean in one go, but I've got 3 pieces off, and I feel that the end result gives me an item that I can use now. This has gone from a piece of rubbish that's been stored up in the shed and in boxes and the garage for months and possibly years, waiting to see if it's got any potential, and now I know what potential it has, because this is a gorgeous colour. The crack didn't let me down, the dings didn't fail. This little machine, it's got its limitations, that's got to be said. I've got a piece here, if you hold on a sec, here we go. I've got a little piece here which I did, but this was cut on my tile cutter, because there's certain thicknesses of glass that this may be challenged by. But folks, this is not the thinnest of glass, it's quite a fine glass, it's a ridged glass, but it certainly did the job and it took it off safely, and I'm very pleased. So obviously this can be used as a nightlight, a candle holder. I've got a candle here. If I pop it in there, then just give it a light. There we have it. Yes, it would make a great candle holder by just dropping a candle in and just lighting it, which I can do here. There we go. Now obviously in the light you're not seeing the full benefit, but I'll show you that more clearly now in a moment. But if I just snuff out the candle and pop it on the side, I can also show you another possible use for it, which you won't be surprised at knowing me, and that is I could, if I wished, turn it into a plinth, because you simply invert it like that. Now if you were able to put light through it and then display an object on the top with a contrasting colour, I think that would look quite good. And the simplest way to do that would probably be to get one of these power lights and just pop it in the top of a marmalade jar and then just drop this onto the top of that, and then you have your light shining through and you can display whatever you choose on the top. And there you have the 3 shades coming up. And in fact, if I was to get something red on the top, then we would have the red, white and blue. There we are, very patriotic. So, hope you enjoyed that bit of craft. Hope you enjoyed being with me when I decided to have a go. I know, I keep saying I'm going to do things, but life gets so busy. You know, it's just amazing how busy we get. But we love doing what we do, and here's a bit of craft I've actually got round to. I said I would a long time ago, and I think it's been a success. What do you think? Let me know. But now I'm just going to show you what this looks like under the shadow of the roll top desk. Well, there you have it. A beautiful little light, little candle holder made out of a broken shard of a bottle. But the beauty was always there. I knew if I could, then I would make something of it and bring it back so that it had a new life and a new purpose and still spoke of what it once was. Just to share with you, as well as the bits and pieces, there was also a little piece of paper inside the box. And this was a little message that was sent to us by Dorothy. And the heading says, Gandhi's 7 Modern Sins. So I thought I'd just share that as part of the video, because I do like to share things that are inspiring or thought-provoking. And it says, Gandhi's 7 Modern Sins. Worship without sacrifice. Knowledge without character, commerce without morality, science without humanity, pleasure without conscience, wealth without work, and politics without principle. And I'm sure those words of Gandhi will stir some thoughts with all of us. For me, it reminds me of an episode we've just been through here in our home area of Caerphilly. Caerphilly's been on the map, folks. Yes, they've been watching all over the world. We had a little by-election here, and it was deemed extremely important, as it was believed that the party who had held power here for over 100 years may lose it for the first time. And they did. But there was a little bit of a David and Goliath story going on, because the party that was projected in the polls, in the opinion polls, to take the power away from them, didn't do so. It was another party that won. But here's the one thing I love, where it says politics without principles. The man who won is now in his 70s. He has stood for election here for the last 50 years. He has lost, I believe, on 13 occasions, and yet he stood again. And I loved his opening line when he made his speech, having won the seat. He turned round and said, "You'll have to forgive me. I'm not used to speaking first on such occasions." He'd come second so many times, but he believed in what he was doing. He stood on the same platform for half a century, and now he has secured a seat in the Welsh Senedd for the next 6 months. I'm not being political. I'm not even telling you which party was which. That's not the point. The point is that even when we've been trying something for some time, it's never time to give up, folks, if you believe in it. Always stick with your principles. Always go with what you believe in your heart. Always hold fast what you know to be true. And who knows? Perhaps, like Mr. Lindsay Whittle, sometime down the road, it'll all turn a corner and come right for you as well. But the main thing is that whatever happens in life, we never give up. We always hold on, and we're always there for each other, because being part of this human race is the greatest privilege we can ever know. Well, enough from me. I'll see you all tomorrow in the live show. But as always, I'll finish the same way. This time like every time. Until the next time. Have fun. Bye.